because we live here. Hey, Twitter, what's happening? Hi, YouTube. Ooh, I wonder if I cut that light off. Now it's too dark. Yeah. Let me move these lights. Hey, YouTube. Hi, Twitter. Let me get my Facebook people on here, and then we can get to talking. It's time for the Livingston Report to the People. Hey, Twitter. I'm sorry. Hey, Facebook. We got Twitter already going. So I got a figure. By golly, I think this is day number 4. And daggone it, I believe I've got this figured out. Almost. If not completely, almost. All right. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Let me move this back just a bit. All right. So I'm working with 3 cameras here. In front of me is YouTube. Tonight we added YouTube. We've had Facebook, our old friend Facebook, and all our friends on Facebook. And over here, I've got a camera number 3 is my friends on Twitter. So we got Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. If I look away, you know, for whatever reason, don't think I'm not paying attention to you, however you're watching. And because I am. I'm just talking to a different audience. And I might get questions. Now, one thing I like about Facebook is and I'm Nate Livingston. This is the Livingston Report to the People. Today is April the 18th, 2018. And I got a little bit to talk about. My goal is to have this broadcast go about 15 minutes. I think I got about 15 minutes worth of stuff to do tonight. And that's all I want to do. I want to do 15 minutes. I've got a lot of work to do left to do before I can go to sleep. And so hopefully I can keep it to about 15 minutes. Y'all can stay with me for 15 minutes, can't you? If not, you can watch the rebroadcast on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. So for those of you who this is your first time checking me out, what I want to do is take people with me on the campaign trail. And so I thought that video is free now, and what 2018 campaign shouldn't have some sort of video? You know, I want you to be able to see not only what I do, I want to be able to get to you without a filter. I don't want to be censored. And I think some people might find it interesting to know what goes on in the campaign. So every night at about 9 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock, and I may even push it up earlier to about 8 o'clock, I thought it would be interesting to sort of do a recap of what I have done during the day as far as the campaign. And let me adjust Twitter because I don't really like some of what I'm seeing in that back shot over there. But anyway, so what I want to do today, I missed yesterday. First, I want to start by explaining why I missed yesterday. It's not good if you tell somebody you're going to do something and you don't do it. So I said I was going to do my best. I didn't make any out promises, but I said I was going to do my best to do these every night. And then last night, I did not do it. And if you're on Facebook and you got a question and you want to come on live and you dressed and you properly attired, I will take you on and take your question. You could also type comments, whether you're on Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook, so that we can do this sort of in an interactive way. So I said I was going to try to do these every night, and I've been trying to do them every night. And then last night, or the night before. So I didn't sleep at all. So I had these times when I'm, working, and once I'm going, I don't like to stop. And instead of calling y'all names out, it's got a wave button over here on Facebook. They've added a wave thing, so I'm waving to people as they come on, just really acknowledge them and say hi. I recognize you. Thanks for watching. So I hadn't slept at all, and I was so tired. And anyway, so when I got home, I did some work. I worked for a couple of hours, and I went out and I promoted this town hall meeting that I'm gonna talk about in a minute. And I was just dead dog tired. So at about 8 o'clock, y'all, I went to sleep. I said I was just gonna take a little short nap, but then I was gonna get up and do my video and maybe do some more work and then go to sleep. And I just couldn't get up. So I slept through the nightly report to the people. So I hope the people, forgive me for that. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. So let me go into yesterday. We'll get to today, and then I'll wrap this up. Again, I want to be here about 15 minutes. It looks like we done wasted about 5 minutes already, giving you the update from yesterday. And so one of the things I did yesterday was I issued out a press release, a media release. And I'll show it to you, but you can't read it. I put this on my Facebook page earlier today, but I don't know who bothers reading a press release. So I just want to read. I'll read a little bit to you if that's all right. And it's my show, so I guess I can do that. So the headline is Toledo Edison must pay customers $43,362,796. The subheadline is Livingston calls on Toledo area state legislators and candidates to return First Energy campaign cash and fix the public utility loophole. Sets town hall meeting. So all that's true. And Monday was really the first day that we have hit the ground running, where we've gone from, just sort of talking and gathering signatures to actually getting out here. We're going to develop some issues. We're going to push some issues. Some of the ways we push issues and push candidates is going to make a few folks uncomfortable. I apologize right now. If you want a squishy, really nice and cuddly candidate, I'm probably not your man. This is the mighty 45th State House District that I seek to represent. And I plan to be aggressive, really assertive, but not overly aggressive. I plan to work with people who want to work with me, and people who ain't doing right by the people. We're going to stand up and fight them. We're going to call them out. And so what I found out is Toledo Edison, which is owned by a company called First Energy, was ordered by the state regulators to pay customers a little more than $43 million. And now, when you add up all the customers, it ain't like we was gonna get no whole lot of money, but every little bit helps. The people of Toledo, some are doing superb, some of them are doing excellent, and some of them are struggling. And so I found out that a couple of these legislators from the Toledo area have been taking money from First Energy, the parent company of Toledo Edison, and they are in a position to make Toledo Edison pay this money back to us, and they won't do it. And so, I'm not making any accusations, but I'm just saying, it don't look right that you taking money from the people you're supposed to be regulating, and then the regulators tell them to make a payment to the customers, and you say, well, ain't nothing I can do. So one of the people who has taken money from First Energy and their political action committee is a fellow named State Representative Michael Ashford. Now, Michael Ashford happens to be running for state senate up here in District 11, which is almost all of Lucas County. So if you in Lucas County and you pay electric bill you pay an electric bill to Toledo Edison, and Michael Ashford come knock on your door or send you something in the mail, because he ain't knocking on no doors. Let's just be for real. He ain't really campaigning. He got the endorsement of the political party bosses, the Democratic Party bosses, and he ain't been running too much of a campaign. But let's say that you happen to interact with Michael Ashford, you might want to ask him, Representative Ashford, with all due respect, I heard that you on the Public Utility Committee and that you ain't did nothing to get me my money from Toledo Edison, and just see how he responds. So I tried to do that yesterday because the mighty 45th district is in the Senate district that he hopes to represent down in the General Assembly. So I heard that they were having a press conference. Him, the former mayor, Paula Sue Hicks Hudson, who, let me just pause for a minute. I'm gonna come back. I ain't gonna lose track. There are people trying to say me and Paula Hicks Hudson are at odds, that we fighting, that I don't like her, I don't respect her. That's nothing could be further from the truth. I love Mayor Paula Sue. That's why I call her Paula Sue. That's her real name, But nobody else is allowed to. Well, I said y'all allowed to, but nobody else is gonna call her Mayor Paula Sue. That's sort of my nickname for her, And so I've worked with her. I've opposed a few things she's done, but I'm with her. And so I haven't endorsed her. She hadn't asked me to endorse her. She's got somebody running against her, and they haven't reached out and asked me to endorse them either. But let's kill the rumor right now, once and for all. I am not at odds with Mayor Paula Sue. We get along. In fact, yesterday when I saw her, there was an eruption. So I'm gonna go back to telling that story. And afterwards, Mayor Paula Sue came up and I said, Mayor, I'm so sorry for what happened. I said, you always are calm and influence on me, which is the truth. And we hugged a little bit, and she just, said, I know, I've been knowing you for a while. I know how you get. So yesterday I heard that there was going to be this press conference with Representative Michael Ashford and former Mayor Paula Sue Hicks Hudson and all of the democratically endorsed candidates for state representative, including my opponent, who I tend not to want to say her name, and because don't nobody really know her, and so why should I say her name and give her free publicity? So they're down there. Now let me tell you how little juice they got. Not one TV station showed up to cover their press conference. Here you have sitting state representatives. Not one camera, a former mayor, not one TV camera. So the news is not paying attention to them. It was a publicity stunt that went south. Now, I asked Representative Michael Ashford, who wants to be my state senator, since I called him. So I've been calling his office. He won't answer, he won't return phone calls. I send him emails. He won't return emails. So I asked him man to man and face to face, Representative Ashford, will you agree to give back all the money that you've taken from Toledo Edison? He said, no, I ain't giving that money back. He started talking about all kind of crazy stuff. How come you coming after me? How come you ain't after Bill Seitz? For y'all who watching me from Cincinnati, Bill Seitz is a state representative and ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. So needless to say, he wouldn't do it, and neither would any of the other endorsed Democrats who are running for state representative. Man, I thought the Democratic Party was for the people. I don't know. Now, so that's what happened yesterday. I got this in the mail today. Can y'all see this? It's on my Facebook page too. So I'm holding it up where I think y'all can see it on Facebook. And it might be backwards. It looked like it's backwards in my thing. I'm waving to everybody. Red Vaughn, Glenda Alexander, Vernay, Nay, Dyer, Camilla. I'm waving at everybody because, you know, it becomes a time, if too many people get on here, then I feel bad if I don't acknowledge them personally. So what this is a flyer. It came to me in the mail today. So now I showed it to YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And what it is Michael Ashford, who I just finished talking about, is running against a woman named Teresa Fetter. And Teresa Fetter she's in the seat I plan to take. She's the state representative of the mighty 45th State House District, and she's term limited. And so she's running for state senate. She don't want to go home. Now, our current state senator is this lovely elder in the picture, Edna Brown. Now, I'm going to just say what I said on Facebook earlier today. Michael Ashford is a black man, and Edna Brown is a black woman. And I just know, being I'm a black, in case you haven't noticed from the video, I'm black too. It ain't no secret. Black people tend to want to support other black candidates when we can. You know, it's got to be something wrong with you if black people don't support a black candidate. You know, that's just been my experience. And so Michael Ashford is endorsed by the Democratic Party bosses, and Edna Brown is a lifelong Democrat. And so when I got this today saying that Senator Edna Brown endorses Teresa Fetter, Democrat for Senate, I said, wow, what did Ashford do to cause Edna Brown to go with the white woman who's not endorsed by the party? Something's got to be up. So I thought I would share that with y'all, you know. So when they're going to try to make it like me and Ashford are fighting and I'm being the bad guy because I'm younger than Ashford and I ought to just get in line with him and I ought to get in line with the party. But I know, and I ain't going to tell it tonight, but I've read up on Edna Brown's history. And I will tell this. I'll tell the short version of it as best I can. Y'all know I got a hard time telling short stories. So back in the day, Edna Brown was a Democrat. She paid her dues, and Edna Brown was interested in running for office. So she went to the party. She said, I'd like y'all to endorse me. And they took a younger woman who also happened to be African-American. Her name is Donnie Miller. How many of y'all in Toledo know Donnie Miller, who hosts that little Sunday show on TV, supposed to be a community access show? And Edna Brown ran against Donnie Miller. The party endorsed Edna Brown's opponent, Donnie Miller. Donnie Miller had more money than Edna Brown, and she had a background in TV. And Edna Brown got out there and worked and walked the streets. And I don't say that in a bad way now. Don't know. Somebody gonna go tell Edna, he said you walked the streets to get elected. No, I didn't say no such a thing. So Edna Brown outworked her. Edna Brown outworked her, and Edna Brown won. And so really, I admire Edna Brown because guess what? I'm trying to do what Edna Brown did. I'm trying to get out here and outwork my opponent. And I believe when I do, I hope that one of the people who will come to my celebration and who will serve as an unofficial advisor will be Senator Edna Brown. How about that? Now, so that's what we've done the last 2 days. That's what happened this morning. So all day I've been out passing out hundreds of these flyers. I'm gonna go in reverse this time. So we're gonna show it to Twitter first, and I put this on Facebook too, and I put it on Twitter too. I don't know how to put it on YouTube. I'm showing it to YouTube, and now let me show it to Facebook. And so, so what the flyer is it's announcing a town hall meeting that I'm hosting tomorrow if you're in Toledo, come out. I want you to come out to the town hall meeting. Be with me. We're having this is a I know this is the Livingston report to the people, and but this town hall meeting is a strictly non-political, non-partisan meeting. We just talking about issues. I'm not going to be talking about my campaign tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about some issues. And I'm going to be talking to the people directly. And hopefully you'll come out and you'll join us. It's at the West Toledo Library, which for those of you in Toledo is at 1320 Sylvania Avenue. Y'all know where it's at. It's going to be from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. We didn't want to carry it too, we didn't want to do it too early. We wanted to do it when people wasn't working. I know some people work second shift, but the majority work first shift. And I'm going to be hosting it. Now, we've got three main things that we're going to talk about. Three. Number one, we're going to be talking about what I just finished hitting on, which is this Toledo Edison $43 million rebate that didn't come to consumers. We're going to be talking about what happened, how did they get ordered to pay it, how did they get around paying it, and what you as a Toledo Edison customer and concerned citizen can do to get your money. That's issue number one. Issue number two, we're going to be talking about keep the jail downtown. Now, y'all know, if you're watching this, you probably already know that the Lucas County Commissioners want to build a brand new jail and they want to put it out in the neighborhoods of Toledo. And the people who live in the neighborhoods are saying, no, we don't want it out here. They want to put it in my district. They want to put it in the mighty 45th State House districts. I'm personally offended. And one thing, if I could, because I haven't endorsed Teresa Fetter, and I just want to make that clear. Teresa Fetter represents this district. And I am a little disturbed that Teresa Fetter has not said no new jail in the mighty 45th State House district. Put it in downtown, which happens to be in the struggling 44th district. But put that jail downtown where it's already located at, where all the attorneys got offices downtown. You got the police station is downtown. You got the courts are downtown. You got the bail bondsmen, they're downtown. It don't make sense to move the county jail out of downtown, away from all the services, the social service agencies, all downtown. And so we're saying, and I'm part of the group that's saying, keep the jail downtown. Now we're gonna have some other representatives because I really want to facilitate the meeting, and so I could do it. But I've invited some of my friends. Most of them live out in Point Place. They're going to be there at the meeting tomorrow, and they're going to introduce to some and reinforce to others what this keep the jail downtown issue is all about. All right. So that's going to be issue number two. Issue number three is this water district. They propose to take the Toledo Water Works and they intend to sell it to some newly created water authority and basically take our asset, Toledo, the city of Toledo's asset that we paid for, and they intend to turn it over to the suburbs. They didn't pay for it. Now they're going to give us a really low ball figure for it. And most people are saying no. Most people that I know are saying no. They intend to raise your water bill, and people don't want that. And so I've been working with some people. Basically, you got two groups of big shots that are dealing with this. You got the Chamber of Commerce has linked up with all the suburbanites, and they got a couple of city of Toledo politicians in they group. That's big shot group number one. Big shot group number two is former Mayor Cardi Fink Biner, and he's really got it's a grassroots, but it's headed by a big shot. He's the former mayor. So I've been thinking to myself, we need somebody to come up with an idea. And one of the reasons I think I would be great for a state representative of the 45th, the mighty 45th House District is I come from Cincinnati. I've watched a lot of these issues that are going on in Toledo. Now, we had to fight out a couple of years ago. Sometimes we had to fight them out 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So how many of y'all remember that in Cincinnati, we had to fight against a new jail? Now, the issue was a little different because it involved sales taxes and it didn't involve moving it out to the neighborhood. But we fought against the jail and we won. Issue number two that we have in common with Cincinnati now is this water thing. Y'all remember when, I don't particularly care for the brother, but y'all remember when Chris Smitherman put together a coalition and we stopped them from selling our waterworks? You know what? These are the same people. They go around the country doing this stuff. So they left Cincinnati. They got whooped down in Cincinnati. We stopped them. They went up to Detroit. And I done made some friends in Detroit. And I'm going to be bringing them into town pretty soon. And they won in Detroit. So they privatized Detroit's water system. And now the people are after the fact complaining that they've got thousands and thousands of water shutoffs. Detroit water, it was just a mess. So, all right, as Freedom Johnson say, she or I can't see if that's a she or he, but say they remember when we had to stop them from privatizing our water. And so we don't want to be like Detroit and lose our waterworks. We want to be like Cincinnati and we want to stop from privatizing the water. So that's going to be the town hall meeting. Again, it's going to be at the West Toledo Library, which is on Sylvania Avenue. I wish I could give y'all a landmark. It's a piece of place down there, but you can Google it. You know what I'm saying? You can Google it or put it in your GPS or MapQuest it if anybody do that, or just call me. My name and number are on the flyer, and so you can contact me. I do want to give y'all a little housekeeping. So I registered one website name for my campaign website. I wasn't happy with it. And so I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to register another name because, you know, the name is everything. And I was going to go with NateLivingston.com, you know, in case, you know, I need to use this in the future for something else. And somebody already got that long time ago. And so I'm going to be making some announcements. I did register a Facebook page, a professional page. I set that up today. And, you know, we'll see what's happening with that. But I want to sort of separate the political campaign from the personal. And if you're interested in that, it's not even complete. You know, I don't have any pictures or any positions on issues up there. But if you're interested, you can look that up. It's the Nate Livingston professional page. And I think that Facebook is going to give me one of them blue official things to make sure everything's official. They said they wouldn't do it until they had to do some kind of research, which was news to me. And so so we do have that coming. The website, once I settle on a name that I'm comfortable with, I'm going to go ahead and put up the website. And so tomorrow's going to be a busy day. I'm going to go out in the morning, afternoon, soon as it, you know, soon as it's, I don't want to do it too early, but as soon as it's not too early, I'm going to pass out these. By the time it's all said and done, I'll probably pass out about 500 of these. And, you know, my best guess is for every 25 that you pass out, maybe one person will show up at your event. So, you know, I wish I could tell y'all what the turnout's going to be like, but be on time. I intend to be on time. I ask you to be on time. And I'm not sure if I'm going to broadcast it, if I'm going to be able to broadcast live from the town hall meeting. I've got somebody who's agreed to come with me. So we may be able to even broadcast the meeting live, which would be kind of interesting. All right. I said I was going to go about 15, 20 minutes. It looks like I'm closing in on 30 minutes. So right now, I want to end this broadcast. I want to thank everybody for checking me out. We are live on YouTube. This is the first night we've been able to add YouTube in. But we are live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter, and we're live on Facebook. The only one that captures the video and allows you to replay it if you didn't catch it live is Facebook. So we got to keep. So I feel like I need to keep the Facebook in the mix. And Facebook also lets me bring people on camera. I keep waiting. My nephew participated with me the other night, and he had a little fun with it. But I'm hoping that as the campaign progresses, that I'm hoping that people will come on and talk to me. We can get feedback. You can ask questions. And what other candidate for political office is doing anything like this? None of them. So I thank you all for participating. I appreciate you. And as the campaign progresses, I'm going to be asking y'all to do different things for me. But I don't have any ask right now. I just thank you all for checking me out. And if you don't feel comfortable sending me comments, you see me do something on here, say something. So, especially if I got my facts wrong on something, I hate to do that. But just let me know. You know, if you don't feel comfortable or you don't want to feel like you outing me by typing a comment, you can always send me an instant message or I didn't put my cell phone number out somewhere everywhere. But you can always feel free to contact me by phone or by email or send me an instant message. All right, that's it. I'm over 30 minutes. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. And good night.